Friends, right now, there are more than 8 billion people living on our Earth. Every year, millions of people are born and millions pass away. But before we die, each one of us leaves behind some trace or sign, whether in the air, water, soil, or even in space. However, even these signs won't last forever. Our buildings will collapse in a few hundred years. Evidence of our stone monuments, plastics, styrofoam, and even nuclear destruction will eventually disappear. Yet, we proudly believe that we are the first advanced civilization to have existed on Earth. But just imagine, if an advanced civilization did exist before us, wouldn't their traces have also faded away over time? Although our scientists are still exploring within the Earth and deep into the oceans for signs of such civilizations, they haven't yet found any solid evidence to prove that an advanced civilization existed before us on Earth. But that doesn't necessarily mean that no advanced civilization ever existed before us. Humans are inherently quite selfish, and it's hard for us to imagine that one day we might not be here on this Earth. And it's even harder to envision that one day our civilization might also come to an end. But if we consider what archaeologists say, every civilization has its own time, and eventually, each civilization's end is inevitable. Take, for example, ancient Egypt. They had around 30 dynasties that spanned more than 3,000 years, but even their civilization came to an end. If you were an Egyptian at that time, you and your family would likely have thought that your civilization was eternal, that it would always exist. But that's not what happened. Eventually, ancient Egypt declined. Before them were the Mesopotamians, then the Indus Valley Civilization, followed by the Greeks, Nubians, Persians, Romans, and Incas. All these empires thrived for thousands of years with millions of people, but now only a few remnants remain, and these remnants are only useful for gaining knowledge from a few thousand years back. But if we want information from millions of years back, things get very complicated. The oldest exposed land surface that has been found is in Israel's Negev desert, and it's only 1.8 million years old. Other ancient land surfaces have either been covered or buried deep within the Earth due to the shifting of tectonic plates. This constant shifting makes it extremely difficult to discover fossils or ancient remnants. Many of us believe that fossilization happens easily, but that's far from the truth. Trillions of animals have lived and roamed this Earth, yet only a few thousand nearly complete fossils have been found. Fossilization requires very specific conditions. The organism must have hard body parts like bones, teeth, or shells. Its remains must be quickly covered, and the remains must be protected from scavengers and erosion. It also requires high pressure for mineralization and low oxygen to prevent decomposition. All these factors are quite rare. So, what are the chances that we'll find fossils of a civilization from 100 million years ago? Or, if we think about it from another perspective, what are the chances that 100 million years from now, future archaeologists will find fossils of our civilization? Will an advanced civilization born after us know of our existence? Some may argue that we have created massive man-made structures, built complex constructions, and invented non-biodegradable plastics. Surely something from all this will be preserved as fossils for future archaeologists. But let me tell you, it's not that easy. Even though our population is over 8 billion, we have only modified about 14.6% of the world's land area for infrastructure or agriculture, an area slightly larger than Russia. Additionally, our bones and teeth aren't hard enough to last 100 or 200 million years. So, if a future civilization searches for evidence of us 100 or 200 million years from now, how will they find proof of our existence? Or will they also believe they are the first advanced civilization on Earth? But here's the interesting part. Without even realizing it, we are leaving clues that future generations can find to prove our existence. Since the mid-18th century, humans have been releasing almost half a ton of carbon buried in fossil fuels into the air and water, which could serve as an important clue of our existence for future generations. Our Earth has faced global warming due to natural events like volcanic eruptions multiple times in its lifespan, and it will continue to do so. However, the carbon dioxide from volcanic eruptions contains a heavier carbon isotope, C13, which is not the same as the carbon dioxide produced by burning fossil fuels. This means that future generations will only have to estimate a timeline of past global warming events to know when fossil fuels were responsible rather than natural causes. And in this way, this data will serve as proof of our existence. Additionally, non-naturally occurring synthetics like chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, found in specific layers will serve as further proof that an advanced civilization existed before them, that is, us. This realization also raises the possibility that similar events may have occurred in the past, but perhaps we don't want to acknowledge that advanced civilizations might have existed on Earth before us. What do you think? Could there have been an advanced civilization on Earth before us? Let us know your opinion in the comments. If you learned something new or found this video interesting, please give it a like and share it with your friends and family. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon so you don't miss our upcoming videos. See you in the next video with a new topic.